Hi, this is Keith Shabba, your friend in the mortgage business, and today we're discussing the nine-step mortgage process. Well, most people often ask me, Keith, what is the process of getting a mortgage? What are the things that I can expect when I'm actually sitting down with a mortgage company, and actually from the time that I start getting going to the time that I get the keys to my home? Well, what I've done is I've put together a nine-step mortgage process that can help you understand what you should be expecting going through the process from the beginning to the end. And what we're going to do is we're going to go down these each and every one of these one step at a time. Number one is basically when you're going to be sitting down with your mortgage company. It's going to be basically called your initial consultation. This is when you first sit down to talk with the individual you are going to be choosing to do and help you with your financing on your home, going through what's important to you, going through the things that you're looking for. They should be asking you a bunch of questions during this process to find out if you're a good fit for each other. The truth is, when you're going through the initial consultation, what's important to make sure is that you put together a great team. And one of the two most important people are going to be in your process is going to be the mortgage company, because they're going to be here to help you, educate you, and help you understand all the things that are going to be going on. Because when you're buying the most expensive thing you're ever going to be owning in your life, you want to make sure that all of your questions are answered. And the initial consultation is a great stage prior to ever giving your social security out to find out whether or not this particular company or mortgage consultant is the person you want to deal with. Now, step two is once you've decided that, okay, I like who you are, I like the beliefs that you've got, and I like the company that you have, this is when you open your file. This is when you're going to be actually doing the application. The mortgage company is going to be asking you to start preparing yourself for documents like your tax returns and your pay stubs. And if you need more information on what documentation you should be supplying, take a look at your purchase documentation video that we have here in the education site. You're actually going to be getting all of these paperwork put together and then given to the mortgage company so you can actually sign your application to get things moving forward so they can find out what you're going to be approved for. Now, at this point, when you're opening the file, the mortgage company is going to be taking a look at getting you a pre-approval, looking at your credit, and then giving you what you call your purchase power so you can get out there and start looking for your property. Now, the third step is going to be as we receive your docs, we're going to go through everything detailed. And we're going to make sure that everything you share with us in the questions that we had at the initial consultation and opening of the file, we're going to be verifying it with paperwork. If there's any discrepancies or any things that need to be corrected, we'll be doing that right here. Now, step four is once you've gotten your approval, you've gone through and you've gotten out there and started shopping, you found your home, you're going to be doing what we call a loan submission. This is once you have secured the property that you want to buy, you're under contract, which is called your purchase and sales, and you're under agreement. You're going to be actually now going into loan submission. This is where you're going to be doing your home inspection, your appraisals. We're going to be supplying everything to the lender to make sure that we get you approved. And then the fifth step is once the loan is approved, there's going to be some conditions that the lender is going to give to us that are going to need to be met prior to closing. And these conditions could be very simple, such as having your home insurance, maybe any corrections that need to be made in the paperwork, verification of employment. These are some simple things that really should not be an issue if the consultant did a really good job up front getting all the information and you were good at getting all the information over to us with paperwork. Now, the sixth thing is going to be once you have your loan approval, the lender is going to give us what we call a clear to close. A clear to close is when we are ready to actually sign for you to actually take possession of the home. This is when you're going to actually be showing up either at a realtor's office, a title company's office, or maybe a notary will actually be coming to where you guys are at to sign your paperwork. Now, what's important for you to know the day that you're getting ready to sign your loan is that you're going to have things that you need to bring with you. Number one is a driver's license. Number two is a very rested hand because you're going to be signing about 350 to 400 pieces of paper. Now, the seventh step is going to be when your loan is funding. Now, the day that your loan funds, this is when you're going to be bringing in the monies that you need to actually close on your loan, and the lender is going to be sending over a wire which is going to be paying the seller off. This is when you are actually going to be taking possession of the home. Now, the eighth step is when the loan is recorded at the Registry of Deeds. Basically, once you've signed your application, it's going to be recorded that you now own possession of this house. The final step that you guys are going to have is what we consider your celebration. Most companies look at this as like the end date of the closing date where you never talk to them again. But to us, the day that we give you the keys to your dream home is considered a celebration, and it should be looked at in your eyes the same way. This is Keith Shabbat, your friend in the mortgage business. Thanks again.